So today at work I had to fix a little sink that fell off the wall because of these little buggers. Hangers. How's that tie into D&D and what we're going to talk about today? Find out next. Polyhedral Paradice. I'm Jason and welcome to Polyhedral Paradise, in a segment we like to call Chewing This, where I take my half-hour lunch break at work to bring you a D&D tip. If you're new to the channel and you like the content, please like and subscribe and share. If you've been here for a while, thank you for returning. Now let's get right into today's subject. Hangers. What type of hangers are there? Well, there's hangers on the wall, there's hangers that come out of your nose in the form of boogies, and there's also my favorite type of hangers, cliffhangers. See what I did there? Tying hangers, cliffhangers. Y'all get it. You know what's going on. So most of the time you play a long session or even a short session and you end it at some reasonable point, where everybody's in town taking a short rest or a long rest. You've concluded some sort of battle with either a big or a little enemy, or maybe even a big bad guy. So then you figure, session's done, everybody's winding down, it's a good place to stop, right? Well, I'm gonna tell you, that's not always the best place to stop.
See, as old Reginald Pufflestuffins III said, delayed gratification is always the best gratification.
This is why the night before Christmas is sometimes more exciting than Christmas itself. Where am I going with all this? I'm getting there. Promise you. See, everybody loves combat. Except for some people. Those people are me. But that's beside the point. Everybody loves combat, and there's a certain build up to combat, and once it's done, there's a natural release, right? Of course, you're ecstatic that everything's over with, but if you end the session after that immediate release, you have to build up tension starting at the beginning of your next session. But what I think you should do, at least from time to time, is to delay that release. Okay, this is going to a really bad place. And now we're getting to the hanger business. So I want to suggest to you, if possible, without meddling with your campaign structure too much, try to schedule a session where you're going to lead right up to the end of a big encounter, right at the end, or as close to it as possible of your session. Have everybody roll for initiative and put the brakes on it. Just stop right there. The amount of buildup, the amount of tension that's going to go leading into your next session is going to keep the conversation flowing the whole week. And then going into the start of your next session, as soon as everybody hits the table with dice ready to roll, you're going to hit the ground running. And then once that's over with, you'll have a chance to cool down and build things back up. But at the start of the session, that tension is already there. That atmosphere has been built, and you are ready to go. I'm talking about building in a cliffhanger to your experience. And this just doesn't have to happen with combat. You can set this up with heavy roleplay too. You're finally confronting a mage who's been making your life miserable that you're not necessarily intending on battling, but you want to have a talk with. Have them meet right at the end of the session and pick up that conversation, not knowing where it's going to go at the beginning of the next. You can do it with heavy RP campaigns too. But I will say this for all you DMs who may not have considered it, it will give your players a chance to plan how they want to approach combat. That can be a good or a bad thing considering what your style is, but I think it's a good thing because it leads to speedier combat once play resumes. So my lunch is almost over and that's about it for me, but what do you guys think? Do you always end on a safe space? Do you ever use cliffhangers? Let me know what you think about this idea in the comment section down below. Thank you all for joining me today. Check out the channel for more videos like this and some other fun things we do. Check out Up Late with the Dungeon Master every Wednesday night. We are building a campaign. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. And remember, in the game of life, may you always roll with advantage. Totally missed the opportunity to do a Mommy Dearest tie-in. It's never too late. No wire hangers ever.